claim he has been invited
back. The police or whoever it is, whichever institution that called him was able to do that.
on the matter.
But we had someone who came on live television to actually say that he rigged an election. He was talking as a whistleblower. He said, they can't arrest me because...
he wasn't talking as a whistleblower. He was just saying, what he has done, but he tried to camouflage.
He called himself a whistleblower.
So he wasn't like, he wasn't invited as a whistleblower.
And we are not hearing that any institution called him to investigate the matter, called him for questioning, called him to come say what he knows about the rigging of the last election. So it proves priorities, what we prioritize in this part of the world. I mean, I'm amazed that...
sometimes depending on who is involved.
So this is looking at more like an intimidation, harassment, whatever it is you want to call it. I'm not supporting what the other guy did because it's different of that. But I'm just saying that our security agencies, why are they not prioritizing what they should prioritize?
The law should be all-encompassing.
Exactly. That's why we have the rule of law.
Maybe the small fries can always be taken and arrested and detained. But the big guys, because the person you're talking about is Tony Okocha, and he made it on a news chart live. And he wasn't talking as regards what he had. He was saying he did it. They did it. And he was even telling his co-debater that we did it together. And the guy was trying to say, no, please excuse me. But that would be all. And I quite agree. 100%. We have a law that's supposed to be for everyone. But your guess is as good as mine. That will be all from the front page of The Guardian.
To Daily Trust newspaper this morning. On Daily Trust newspaper, Rivers crisis escalates with double riders. 4 local government secretariats burnt. Tinubu directs IGP to restore order. And my meekness, not weakness, says Governor Fubara. Away from that, we are taking steps to address insecurity, disunity in North. This is coming from a CF. And cholera kills 7 persons in Kano. FCT primary school teachers suspend strike. And Hajj fare to hit 10 million naira as FG stops subsidy. This has been a call from all over. People, well-meaning Nigerians calling the federal government to stop the subsidization of Hajj or pilgrimage generally. And now we hear that the federal government is about to do that, but the fare might hit 10 million naira. And for me, I'm saying, pay it. If you want to go to Mecca, pay it. Government does not have to subsidize Hajj for you before you can go worship your God. So if you feel you need to go to Mecca, you need to go for Hajj, then look for the money and pay it.
By the way,
but I hope that this halt by the federal government is actually true and it's 100% going to be effective.
You are second guessing your government.
It is what it is for me.
Actually, one we say maybe it's okay. You are saying you are no more doing, but we do it in Nigeria. All of a sudden, when cries are there and everybody is shouting and frowning at a particular thing, the just handlers of the government say, okay, no, you are not only hearing us. We don't want you to just hear. The ones you've done, did we probe? Because our issues, skirmishes all over the place with the last Hajj, exercise that was held. But now they are saying they are not going to be involved again. 90 billion naira was what was spent on the last year's Hajj. How was it spent? Was it judiciously spent? People came back with all kinds of stories that are not supposed to be. But these are the issues, actually.
All right. And we actually really do hope shells all be excluded, not excluded rather, from this subsidy stoppage of the Hajj. We hope the governors will not go on Hajj with government money. If you want to go for Hajj as a governor, as a deputy governor, as a speaker, please use your money. Don't use government money. Yeah. They say what is sauce for the good is also sauce for the gander. So
that's the way it is on book.
If you're stopping the subsidy for people, stop the subsidy for yourself.
Spend your money.
For your cronies. Yeah. Away from that, Dangote Refinery, Nigerians may pay more for petrol as NNPC quits middleman role. With the rider here, Middle East tension to spark higher fuel cost and 400,000 barrels per day for Dangote as Naira for crude deal begins. Of course, we are expecting some changes. The Naira for crude deal begins, but
It has begun, actually. October 1.
it has begun.
Yeah, that was what we were told.
On paper,
Yeah.
or in reality.
Okay, we hope we all move.
Of course, we knew that the government said it was going to begin
Yeah,
October
and they have
1.
confirmed that yes, it has begun. But it's not a 2-3 day thing, actually. It's a process.
But, Nigerians paying most because the NNPC is, leaving the middleman role. I mean,
I wonder what. I don't understand because although there is a report from the Daily Trust,
yeah.
NNPCL is not really saying that, but I wonder why should it be?
These are speculations, by the way.
It should even leave space for reduction because they are supposed to be competition. By the way, that was what we were told all this while, that, the moment everybody can import you, that place, that market has not been issued, deregulated. Maybe what we are seeing now, what we are hearing now is further deregulation. In fact, almost everything has been deregulated at one point or the other. Power, telecoms, some of these things. And this is what we are saying. We are the rider you read said Middle East tension to spark higher fuel costs. If actually we're a sincere nation, and this crude for Naira thing is really sincere, I'm not sure how the issue in the Middle East should affect us. You know why? Many analysts have said there is always a particular quota for the oil producing nation as a country. There is a quota you reserve that you don't export is for your nation as well. And if actually Nigeria, of which we are an oil producing nation, our quota should be our quota. Whatever is happening in the Middle East should not affect us. Yeah. Now that Naira will be exchanged for crude, crude will be sold in Naira. So I don't expect what is happening in Khan Yunis or in Gaza or in West Bank or in Yemen to affect what is happening in Nigeria. But sometimes you can speak all this grammar that we usually do. But then the real players have a way of just shoving some things down our throats that doesn't have explanation. We hope that will not be the case.
All right, top strip, Daily Trust. Tinubu released 1,200 fertilizer bags to each senator and 600 to reps. So 1,200 to senators and 600 to reps. We hope the rep members will not come out to say, okay, this is discrimination. You can't give senators 1,200 bags and we get half of that. It has to be equal because no